Hey guys, welcome to another Pick a Card. This is the Swan Sequence Tarot, and today we have 3 piles for you to choose from. If you do need a few minutes to meditate on your piles, just pause the video at any time and join us at your pile selection with the timestamps below. Pile number 1, you're going to have the Voice with black tourmaline. Pile number 2, you're going to have Return of Spirit with New Mexican turquoise. And pile number 3, you're going to have Commitment with the very raw, very real, very rugged Tibetan turquoise. So take a minute to choose your pile, and I will see you there. All right, pile number 1, if you chose this black tourmaline and the card for the Voice, this will be your pile, your reading. This stone is very heavy. It's very weighted. But as I was going to do piles today, I was going to do all black stones, but it was funny because you couldn't really see them. But I decided to go with powerful, cleansing, protective stones today, but I did stick with the tourmaline, even though you can even see it on the screen probably. So it's almost invisible in your spread, but it's here. It's protecting. It's heavy. There's definitely weight to it. So I'm kind of getting this message of your protection is not really seen, but maybe felt. And the Voice card is really giving me a lot of messages about the throat chakra. And that would be our 5th chakra. A lot of Leo golds, a lot of confidence coming out with this Voice. I really feel like maybe your voice was taken from you for a while. Maybe there was a hermit mode for a while. But you definitely have ancestral protection is what I'm hearing. If you knew of a grandparent that you had a very special connection with and they are no longer here, that's probably the main person I'm talking about. If not, if you are lucky and still have all of your relatives with you, and bless you. These are ancestors from before you were born, people you don't know. This could also be people to come. There is a lot of fertile energy in the air right now as we are going through Pisces season. Things are ending, and as soon as Aries season gets here, we are going to spring into spring. So a lot of this heavy contemplative energy is about to spring into action. That could be a lot of different things. Let's see, the bottom of the deck here is softly, softly, the tender touch. I feel like you have expressed yourself before. I feel like there's been some sort of repression, some sort of heartbreak. Number 20, Scorpio. Some sort of heartbreak. But this is also an indicator of that pink and purple unconditional love. I feel like at some point, these could be tears of joy for what you're about to embark on. I feel like your voice is very special, something that you are supposed to share. Yeah. And it's funny how, the voice works its way up the totem like that, up our energies of our solar chakras until it reaches our throat chakra. I'm just getting that this is very much tied in with your ancestors. This is tied in with your purpose. This is tied in with your voice, your relationships, number 7, Libra, your legacy. But it was something that you had to take a lot of time from, and a lot of dark night of the soul. You did lose your voice at some point. We do have all blue stones except for pile number 1 today, which is funny because blue represents the throat chakra and communication, but with the Voice card not being blue, I feel like your voice is protected, your energy is protected, it has needed protecting. feel like the confusion that washed over you, something repressed you, something kept you down. But you're meant to go up. You're meant to go the other way. There was a depression state, and now you are coming up and blooming again. I feel like you had a voice about something in particular. And just as I said that, I caught the eye of this child right here. Maybe you are someone that gives a voice to the voiceless. I think owls are also they do hoot, but they're not super vocal. They're more observers of the bird world. Ooh, just had to fly out. All right. We have shaman, completion, and prayer, hope. So this energy, I'm really feeling that ancestral cosmic connection to you. I feel like your prayers have been heard, and if they haven't been answered yet, something's on the way. This has to do with your inner child as well. Something that you're supposed to give back to the world. Got a lot of bird energy here. Even the feathers that she's holding, they could be leaves, but they look like feathers. Just lots of powerful red. I got a lot of cardinal Aries energy coming through. And a lot of Scorpio. I feel like this is one of the things you're meant to do. We have support on the bottom of the pile. So you've had to go through a cycle, a large cycle, seeing all of the flowers of life, connecting with these spirals. Yeah, this is bigger than you. This is bigger than what you see right now. Very cool. That's very cool energy to see. I'm gonna get a card from Cheryl Lee Harris's Return of Spirit Oracle deck. It's one of my favorite decks. She doesn't do much reading anymore, but I love you, Cheryl. Shout out, Cheryl. I don't know why I can't ever shuffle on camera. I feel like I shuffle pretty fluidly when I'm not on camera. That's just the way it goes, I guess. All right, what do we have here? Caretaker. Alrighty. Got a lot of maternal, divine feminine. I am getting Scorpio heavily. So I'm getting Aries, Scorpio, Aquarius. And we also have Libra, Cancer energies coming out here. So the Aquarian vibe, I think is, you could be an Aquarius, but I feel like you are meant to give this back to the world platform. Something about your voice, something you've studied, something that you care about. There's something connecting your heart and your voice together. That's part of your legacy, something you've prayed for, something that you've had a period of isolation with, and you've also been through initiation after initiation. I see the spiral in the back, telling me about how much time and the repetitive motion of the drum. I feel like you've had to be almost militant about your focus on this. I don't know what this is, but this is something that has to do with your family line, something you deeply resonate and care about. And yeah, you're praying for it, you're manifesting it, it's coming in. We have confidence beaming down at the bottom of the deck. Beautiful card. I feel a lot of solar plexus. It's funny because Scorpio is nighttime and Leo is, the golden sun. And I'm really feeling that dichotomy of where there was darkness, there will now be light, or where we have had to clench and kind of draw in our energy. Now we will be blooming. Now we will be sharing. I get the vision, the Aries energy of visionary, and I get Aquarius about sharing it with the world. Scorpio, dark night of the soul, maybe a lot of initiations, a lot of dark nights. It's definitely something that you are passionate about, care about. Maybe it's something that has happened to your family in a pattern repetitively. I am getting a lot of that. Like generational, this is something you're here to do for your family, is a message that's coming through. We do have caretaker here, so you could be one of those generational curse lifters. That's totally a thing. We do have people that incarnate into our families that do help the whole family heal. They're usually a little obscure, they're usually a little unconventional, but they're usually really solid people. I feel like you're one of these people. Maybe you are an Aquarius, perhaps. I'm just getting that really strongly. Oops. All right, we've got more Scorpio coming out. And we've got the deduced 5 from the 32. I'm getting a lot of like manifestation, Ankh energy, Egyptian manifestation energy, working with nature, working with the gods, working with chemistry. So alchemy is really coming out in this reading. Protection is really coming out in this reading. There's like the shaman, the owl, the ancestors. Like, you did choose the voice card, but I feel like that you have an army behind you. I feel like there is a whole family behind you, maybe that you haven't even met from your previous generations that have come before you, ones that are to come, backing you up, completely supporting you somehow energetically. I'm hearing that they helped you get through a lot of the dark nights. Like, they never left you. They never left your side. You needed all the love, the grounding, the nourishing, the clearing, the protection that you could get. And I'm hearing that that's what they were doing for you. That's what they love to do for you. That's your purpose and their purpose for you. Okay, we've got more Libra energy, the 7th house. We do have number 19, though, which is a number 10, Saturn energy. I always say that Libra and Saturn are almost inseparable. You kind of have to have one with the other, almost always. And it's just kind of another echo about what took place, what was taken from you, and what is returning into. I'm hearing full scope. So I think you maybe lost things in more than one area of your life. And sometimes Scorpio, that is a choice. Sometimes Scorpio represents, the choice that we make to exclude ourselves, to take space, to be alone. It's like Virgo on crazy pills. Scorpio really needs solitude. Yeah. I'm not even surprised that Venus showed up. There's so much protection in this reading. There's so much about Leo. Even though we don't have a Leo card here, we have so much about the heart and extreme connection to the heart and mind and your soul, because your soul is tethered to this family they're cheering you on, they're encouraging you, they're keeping you going, There have been many, many, many times I'm hearing, many, many, many times, they want me to say it again, that you have wanted to either give up or like just not be here anymore. And they said that they have been by your side 24/7, there with you at this moment, next to you right now. They never leave you. They are always with you. There's never a time they're not there. I'm hearing that you are a very bright light. I'm hearing you're a very bright light and you attract very questionable energy sometimes. And that is something Aquarius tends to do sometimes, is attract chaos. Libra is a ruler of Venus. We have a lot about mother, maternity, maternal cycles, voicing something about something you care about. Okay. The bottom of the deck, oh my gosh, we got part of fortune increase. That is an enthusiastic yes, yes, yes. Like you're on your path. This is very much an enthusiastic exclamation point at the end of everything I just said. Oh, so good. Really want to get some tarot. Okay. Now this past energy, whatever broke your heart or whatever dismantled your whole reality, I'm hearing, we're letting that go. I feel like you have had a lot of time and space to process that, and we're letting it go now to move forward and serve ourselves instead of, I feel like we've already dissected something. And that's why Scorpio is all about cutting, removing, excluding, like surgical procedures, getting things out or putting things in, or the transformation of a surgical procedure. So it has, a lot to do, Scorpio, with that, like cutting out energies. And just as we're discussing Scorpio, we have Judgment, otherwise known as Pluto, coming to the party. Absolution, reflection, evaluation. Sorry about my cards, guys. I've had these so long, so long. And this was the very first deck I ever had, and I still use them. I love this Mystic Mondays Tarot. So first card, we have Pluto, coming in to emphasize all of that scorpionic energy that we've been feeling here. So Libra comes before Scorpio. I feel like there was a total dismantling of your reality in the past. We do have the Magician at the bottom of the deck. I don't know if you saw that just a moment ago. We do have this Gemini energy coming through with potential. And I feel like the potential you've been praying about, the hope that you've had, the prayers you've been sending, the things you've been wanting to voice off of your heart, I feel like that's very much, we're getting there. You're getting there. You're there. This owl has seen many nights. Okay, we are at completion stage, breaking through, full clarity. I can't believe Venus showed up with Libra. That's just so amazing. And this beautiful, potential energy. We also have Ace of Wands and Temperance at the bottom. So it's just it hasn't completely manifested yet. It hasn't totally come into fruition yet. Ooh. Let's see if we can understand a time frame, perhaps. This is a general reading, and it is a collective reading. It's a timeless reading. So if this is for specific people at this time, so be it. If it doesn't resonate, no problem. Just take what resonates. This is powerful, like voice, sound, vibration. The voice is powerful. And it's an organ. Like we have an organ that creates like sound and we communicate through that. And that's pretty amazing. I mean, we have the Three of Swords coming out. I feel like this is where you were. Maybe this is where you just came from. Like wanting to make things work, getting a flow going, and then something just like why? I'm hearing why. Why did that have to happen? Why did that have to happen? All right. So we're moving on from that energy. We are acknowledging your power now, your clarity now. There is change in the air. There is change in the air. There is sun coming out. Yeah, you had to go through this trial period. There was a roller coaster you were on. Maybe you were kind of left out in the cold for a little while as it was feeling rejected and left out in the cold. Maybe something didn't come to fruition at the time. Oh, that's what I was saying. Okay. So I asked about time. And I feel like something didn't happen in the time that you expected, you needed, you wanted. I feel like there was just all this energy about something happening at a certain time. I feel like not only did that not happen, I feel like there was some kind of chaos that happened that we had to rebound from, kind of replenish our life a little bit, kind of getting that whole life kind of energy, like your whole life. This is kind of leading up to something you're supposed to do in your life. We do have the Knight of Voices. There is change coming, fast moving, maybe communication. Okay, I'm getting a lot of gold coming through, which I was feeling the whole time. I was really feeling all that Leo, but this is you blooming. And this is something coming in to catalyze that bloom. Might be information, might be a circumstance you weren't completely expecting. I feel like this might be unexpected, more Aquarian energy. Because we do have completion, Saturn, but I am getting this thing about the voice going out to everybody. So if you don't work online yet, maybe you are about to start working online. Maybe you have something to say online. There is so much love here. There's so much about family. I wouldn't be surprised if you were wanting to start a YouTube channel, if you were wanting to start any kind of work online that had to do with bringing families together, possibly even speaking up for aspects of the family that don't get attention, is what I heard in pieces there. So it looks like you deeply care about nourishment, about the fact that families have certain needs. You're very attuned to the needs of either small children or people in general, or that time of life when we're very young. You could work with youth. I definitely feel that. I feel like a youthful energy in you that the world stomped on. I feel like someone stomped on something you had full ambition about, and it could have been something with family, could have had to do with enthusiasm with a member of the family or love for a member of the family. Doesn't have to be the mother. I feel like this is more your energy of the caretaker coming through now. Because I don't feel like you had a caretaker too much when you were going through all this transformation. I feel like you kind of were left in isolation a bit. I swear, guys, I wish you could see me shuffle. Maybe I'll do different, but like this enthusiasm just came out at the bottom of the deck. It's just echoing the sun card we just pulled out. I love all the golds that we're seeing right now, and like the sun is coming up for you. We just had all these messages about the dark and the night and kind of the terror that you had gone through for whatever reason. But now we're getting much more into this, like, I don't know, blissful, not so worried. There's like a calmness and a wisdom. Okay. So we have Mercury in Aries. Yeah. I feel like you kind of thought that like nothing was ever going to change. Like, oh, this is what I am now. This is who I am now. I'm broken. I feel like you felt broken. Like someone stomped on your dreams or the love you had. Shame on them. You know, we don't do this consciously for each other, but we're all teaching each other lessons. And if we can find a way to appreciate the people that have taught us the hardest lessons, even if it has been out of, you know, ugly feelings, we have to say thank you, because, you know, they taught us one more lesson about how to do this thing on earth called life and how to do it better. And it shows us how to do it better from there on out with other people. And that's how the world actually changes. So keep taking action. I know you feel restless, but your ships are coming in. There's an alignment. You know how the throat goes down and the voice comes up and out. I feel this alignment with you. You had to clear out a bunch of energies during that Scorpio season you went through. I feel like it was significant, maybe like 5 years. Getting like 5 years, you've gone through like a significant Scorpio change, total transformations. I feel like you still have this like original seed in your heart, but you do have a lot of new perspectives that you are bringing back to your rejuvenation stage of your life. All right, we're so inspired, you know, like this Venus and this ballerina here, this dancer. The dancer is Pisces, but I just love how they both have the same gesture. Like, you came back, you're back. And even though you went through all this hardcore, like not only I'm getting Capricorn energy, I'm getting Scorpio energy and Aquarius. Those are the most chaotic, most depressing, most hardcore signs. They serve us the hardest things you can imagine on a platter. And I feel like something actually came in and just, I wanted to like bang on the table. Like something just came in and just caused hell. And, you know, see how they are both dancing now? Do you see this lightness coming up? Like flying in the sun, being in the sun, dancing, being graceful, being inspired. Yeah, that restlessness stage was there, but it's only fueling that Aries vision. Oof, it's so good. And I showed you guys enthusiasm on the bottom. All right, so perfect. We're just going to pull some spells. Like some final messages from the ancestors that are protecting you. This really prevalent ancestral energy that's coming through. I'd like to get a final message about your journey. Okay, you're inspired, you're full of love again, you're focused on what you care about. You've not only healed your wound, you know, you're coming back to open up to others again. Yeah, Aquarius, Libra, like all day right now. I love it. I love unconventional. I love hearing other people's points of view and how they got through the things in their life. Those are some of my favorite things to listen to and do. At the bottom of the deck, we have Oshun, a fan dancing ritual in honor of the Yoruba Orisha goddess, legendary for her charm and elegant movements. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's time for you. You are either like completely shut down in a cave somewhere or just going through the motions so on autopilot it wasn't even like funny. Like I feel the energy of not wanting to be here anymore. Something stomped on your heart, and I'm very sorry about that, pile number 1. I'm very sorry about that. You're getting your magic back. You're getting your charm and elegance back, your love for yourself back. I'm hearing that you kind of lost love for yourself for a moment. I'm so sorry to hear that. Like, this was hard. Maybe the hardest thing, I'm not getting a lot of physical pain. I'm getting actually just like mental torture. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened exactly. Okay, but we're getting back into re-nourishing. Hearth of a witch's home. A cauldron represents the goddess and receptive energy, and can be used for burning incense, warming a home, and divination. Also, lovely warm cooked meals and being with your family, right? So here's more of that alchemy energy, transformation, change, home, nourishing, okay? And divine spirit, enough said. Like, I asked for a message from your ancestors, and they're talking about alchemy, warming a home, healing a home, therefore, and being in touch with the tools that keep you with them. They're all around you. And, wow. This was really amazing, pile number 1. You have really been through a transformation of a lifetime. I know that it's only brought you more wisdom. And, I just saw we have 2 19s. The Sun and Libra. Okay. Wow. So we have 7, which is Libra. We have Libra, and then we have 2 19s that are connected to Libra. So 19 is the number, of Libra as well. That's a Libra number. I just feel like your relationships are going to be a lot better now. I feel like there was a stage when there was, being completely alone for a long time. I feel that. Not dating or trying to date. I'm getting just like trying to be functioning normal, like regular you, and feeling just heavy and confused and not sure, indecisive, heartbroken, angry. I'm very sorry about your journey. I know that it's only brought you wisdom and strength, and just know that everything is shining. From here on out, things are getting warmer and more loving, and at the same time, they're cooling off. They're not going to be so crazy. You know what I'm saying? So that is the polarity of your reading, pile number 1. I hope you enjoyed a few of these messages. If something didn't resonate, no problem. And if you feel called to choose another pile, please do so. Thank you for coming to another Swan Sequence, and I will see you guys hopefully at the next reading. Bye for now. All right, pile number 2. If you chose the beautiful New Mexican turquoise and also Return of Spirit card, this is going to be your reading. I am getting a lot of creative energy, sacral chakra energy, throat chakra energy. Getting unconditional love, lots of pink. I see the womb. I feel a lot of just feminine, creative, and expressive energy. Pisces really coming through, Sagittarius really coming through, Leo really coming through. Return of spirit. Okay, so I was getting a lot about the throat chakra with all my piles today, and I feel as if there was a stage of your life that was like I was hearing that you were trying for something. Oh man, do you see this? Can you see the little guy in the womb? There's a little Buddha. That's so cool. There's totally a little Buddha in that womb. And that could be a project that you're working on. It doesn't have to be an actual baby, actual child, but it is a womb and it is a person and it is the return of spirit. I'm trying to tune into why we are returning to spirit and where we are coming from. Kind of feel like that lackluster, not so creative energy. I feel like you've been maybe waiting for inspiration to strike, like unsure about why you don't feel inspired, is what I'm hearing. Not sure why you don't feel inspired. Creative block. Creative block. Well, pile number 1. If you are wanting to get pregnant, then I would say I'm really happy for you. If you're not looking to get pregnant, pile number 1, I would make sure that you're not, and I would rethink if you'd ever want to do that, perhaps. I'm getting a lot of baby into the world. This could be a project, though. This could be any kind of real creative passion. Could have put it I can't even we could have picked it up and put it down for a while. It could have been a hobby that we picked up for a little while and took some time away from. So we have reference to Sagittarius 21, behind the mind the heart beats. So we have some DNA. Got a lot of Pisces energy again. So Sagittarius, Pisces, heavily coming through. Yeah, it's like you were stuck in your head for a while. I'm hearing that you were needing to meditate for a while, didn't. It would have benefited you. It still can, but I'm hearing that you burnt out. There was some kind of emotional burnout, I'm hearing. So we have number 18, spirals of manifestation. Okay, maybe perhaps it's been a while about thinking about having a baby. There we go. Maybe it's been a while thinking about starting this project, birthing an expression. But you definitely, this thing is something that you want. It's the return of your spirit. Okay, so it's something you've manifested, you've held in your mind's eye. It's something that you've cultivated through your mind. Ooh, so much Pisces. So much Pisces energy. Diving for light, number 11, which is Aquarius. Let's see, number 18, that would be Virgo. Virgo, Aquarius, Sagittarius, yeah. Pisces. So this does have to do with your physical health as well. We do have a lot of creativity about you, but I'm getting a lot about DNA and the structure of the DNA. I'm really getting a lot of energy about having a birth. I think that that news would be, I'm getting like this pull back and forth, like, oh, I would love to, wouldn't it be great to have a child? I would love to have a child. Oh, like baby fever almost. I'm feeling like this, like wanting of a procreation, a wanting of collaboration maybe. And then getting close to maybe having it, or kind of getting in the situation, Aquarius, that is presented to you, and, possibly being pregnant, and it's kind of, I feel like it's scaring you almost. I feel like this is all very contemplative, serious energy, even though your return of spirit, this is going to be a light and a joy and something precious for you. I feel like the contemplative energy right before this happens is just like really heavy for you, back and forth, maybe confusing. Maybe you're not sure what you want yet. Maybe this project, maybe you feel a little pinholed into doing just one thing, and so you've put it off. But, a project can be as dynamic as a human being, and that project can grow and it can turn into whatever you really want it to be. That really is the beautiful part of Aquarius, is that going out of the norm to do something for the greater good of all. But yeah, I'm getting that, like, it kind of scares you. It's something about it, like the beginning of the project, the beginning of being pregnant, or like having to tell people, or I don't know. There's something here about feeling like you could be possibly drowning out of just emotional imbalance. Not imbalance, emotional imbalance. Just feeling like really heavy pressure to either make a decision or to do it correctly, or, this Virgo energy, it's like, you're not perfect. No one's perfect. I think you aim for protection. Protection. I think you aim for perfection. Protection. I think you aim for perfection. Maybe you feel like you need guidance on what to do right now. I can understand that. That's probably maybe one of the reasons that you were drawn to pulling tarot today. Maybe there's something that you need guidance on right now. I feel like this Virgo is you really thinking about it on your own. I feel like this card is really emotional, heavy, kind of feel like you're completely consumed and like enveloped in something and not really feeling like you can get out for some reason. Tree of Life, we have more baby energy, conception. I mean, this is what life is about, really. So I understand it's not a small choice, but let's see what your guides have to say. You've wanted this, even if maybe you have told yourself that you're not ready, that something needs to be done first. Like, that's very Virgo. First, you must do this before you can get this done. But this is a journey. This is a journey. There's lots of time to get things done. There's lots of time to perfect things, but this 11 Aquarius and that Pisces energy I get from the card is that this is not going to be just, like, I get why you feel a little bit overwhelmed with the possibility of this happening. I don't know your circumstance or your situation, but realistically, Virgo, bringing a baby into this world. Maybe you have lots of things that you think are not in place yet. Maybe you don't feel the support. I see all these bones like laying on the ground, but they're not like holding anything up. You might feel like they're just pieces that are part of the puzzle, but maybe you feel like everything's not put into place yet. It is the return, so I don't feel like it's completely manifested yet. We're expecting the return. We're welcoming in the return right now is what we're doing. We're welcoming in the return right now. Okay, Spirit. I do like that the creativity and the throat chakra are really the first things we see, because I feel like this brightness, like so colorful. I feel like your personality is really shining through the stone in the card that you've chosen today. I feel like that's just getting really sparkly, juicy personalities coming through. Very Sagittarius. You might have prevalent Sagittarius in your chart, or be a Sagittarius sun, moon, rising. Right? So you've wanted this. It's on its way. You're unsure. I get it. I totally get it. You do have this keen sixth sense, though. This is a symbol for magic, the cat. Shape-shifting, yes, absolutely. So I feel like you don't give yourself enough credit. There's so much Virgo. I feel like the Virgo energy here is raining on the parade of the Sagittarius, because the Sagittarius energy coming through is so colorful. It's so happy and ready. It's felt the creativity for a long time. It's almost bursting with joy, like it's finally getting its return. And then I have all this like muted earth just kind of being a party pooper about everything, wanting everything to be perfect before the fact. If it's not, kind of getting restless, antsy, not being totally sure about your decision. But this is coming with foresight. This is coming with something to do with your, oh my gosh, and we have the owl on the bottom of the deck. This has something to do with your third eye. And now with the owl, I mean, that's even more confirmation, really. I feel like your heart and your head are very connected, but there was like a burnout. Sorry, I am not sure. Yeah. So the owl is at the bottom of the deck, which is also very keen on the sixth sense. And I do get a lot of Scorpio energy, like mastery from this card. I get a lot of mastery from the cat as well. I feel like even though Virgo has been a party pooper for Sagittarius, I feel like Virgo has kept things realistic. And with the superpower Sagittarius has with the third eye, I really feel like Virgo did you a favor by keeping you planted and balanced. Therefore, kind of coming into this new grounded energy that can be maternal and be dependable and be solid. You know what I'm saying? Sagittarius is all fun and games. I am the biggest fan of Sagittarius. Like, it's probably one of my favorite signs. But holy moly, like they're so much fun that sometimes practical things can take the back seat. Okay. Full circle return. This is something sacred to you, something that's nourishing. Like, we get very balanced fractal patterns, and then we have the hexagram, which is the balanced feminine, masculine, the yin yang, the divine masculine, divine feminine, coming together. full circle. I mean, it's just the completion of this. You are going on a new journey, but the completion of what has been, how you've matured so far, like maturity is what brings, a new life into being. Like we can't do all of this at the level we can do it as adults. We have to go through things and understand certain parts of ourselves and the world. And that unfortunately just takes time, like a lot of time. And it's really not till we're in our 20s, 30s, sometimes 40s, that we really get realigned and rebonded with our soul and our purpose. And I feel like that's what's happening for you here, is that you've matured into this reliable, dependable, still optimistic and enthusiastic, like that Sagittarius, fun and super creative. But I feel like that balance of Virgo was so helpful. And those are both muted signs. So it's like neither one overpowers the other. And Pisces is also a muted sign. So we have like a lot of mutation, a lot of muted, not mutation, a lot of muted energy. That probably means a lot of this has been going under the radar of even maybe your conscious self for a long time. I get that with the owl a lot too. Like some of this you've had to process at a subconscious level. Feeling indecisive. I feel like it's good right now that you are still weighing things out. I feel like you're still weighing things out. Like you have that Sagittarius enthusiasm, but you're not 100%, 100,000% like convinced that you're completely ready for this. And you're still weighing some other option, whether it's to not do it at all or to do something else. I feel like you're still kind of looking at things from all angles, which is what all the muted signs do, by the way. I'm just kind of realizing that like all the muted signs, because they're healing and they're adaptive, they can look at things from all sides. Oh my, this one just flew out. They can look at things from all sides and adapt and kind of like morph. So maybe that's why my Freudian slip said mutation, because we're talking about the muted. Yeah, the muted signs. I'm getting mutation and muted like confused right now, and that's not what I mean to say. Water element sensing. Yes, there's so much like Pisces energy here. Creative, sacral chakra energy here, which is a representative of water. I just feel like there's something you're supposed to say. There's like some part of this that I can see that you're not looking forward to. It's like this is the thing you're not looking forward to, is like actually putting yourself out there or whatever this is. Aquarius, I get this feeling of other people, like what are they going to say and do, and like how is this going to play out in the world? Energy is what I'm hearing. Jupiter blowing it up. Okay, so this is a beneficiary energy. This is gifts from the divine on its way to you. We have 4 and 9. Make a 13, and a 13 is Aries, but that makes a 4 for Cancer. So I feel like this is the beginning of a journey for you, Aries. But this is also something to take care of you and your project or your new life, your new little bundle that you have cooking in the oven, Cancer. So again, more water. There's just like a lot of tapping in, feeling things out right now. I definitely feel all that. Yeah. And I just get a lot of other people. I get this feeling of you manifesting and being on your own on the other side of this wall almost, and then other people, kind of this watery energy, maybe like heavy or The muted signs, especially, no, I'm sorry, just Pisces. Mercury is muted in Pisces. So communication could be less than ideal with other people right now. That's what I'm getting with the Grand Cross Provoker. I'm also hearing that it's time. Like it's just time for this. We have a transformation at the bottom of the deck with Scorpio. Love it. That Scorpio energy. I feel like you're going to come through with this, like with mastery. I'm getting a lot of mastery. Okay. Right. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, guides. Thank you, beautiful souls. All right. I just want a little bit more insight into, I know this is collective, this is for general audience, but I do want a clue into an aspect of this project or baby or whatever is being birthed or blooming right now. A little more information about that. Specifically, Spirit, if you can give me a general idea. Oops. This one. Surfacing. Okay. Maybe you're not supposed to know yet. Look at all the color, like the variables, the variance in this card. It's like I wanted some details and it just gave me like a whole party of ideas and like variables. I don't feel like you're supposed to completely know what something is concretely yet. I told you, I feel like you should still be weighing your options here. We always have a choice, and I know that you want this, but there's some kind of detail about it that you are still contemplating. I feel like that's really good. I feel like that's going to serve you sometime in the journey, that you thought about this before. I also have vibrational. I feel like you're just like calling in this thing for you. It's meant for you. Like you have just like fine-tuned the call. You have fine-tuned the call. Your heart, your ideas, your passion is returning. Yep, and you can sense this. We have another 4, so we had 13, 4, and then 4. I love numbers, so. We also have power. Yeah, power at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so some details about this thing. I feel like we got, just idea that we shouldn't know for sure what's going to happen, but we should have confidence. We're still weighing things out, but we should always have confidence in the end and in ourselves. And I feel like this kind of, the sacral comes before the solar plexus. So I feel like if your sacral chakra is returning with creativity, your solar plexus is just going to be like, hey, how you doing? I'm here. I've been here. You're going to get assistance. Like, ooh. Some tarot. Just, oops. Well, I'll be, just had a bunch of sword, King of Swords, Knight of Swords, and another sword I didn't see pop out. But they flew out and, oh, wow, I told you guys I can't shuffle on camera. It's like impossible. I'm going to take these because the other pile was huge and this is just a couple that fell on the floor. Bottom of the deck, we have the 9 of Swords, which is a lot of mental angst. You've been going back and forth about something. That's fine, though. I mean, That's a natural progression to become even the Queen of Swords or the King of Swords. You know, like we have to get to those critical thinking points. We have happy home, another 4. I'm getting a lot of mother energy. If it's not mother energy and if it's not a baby, it's like a project that you work on from home, something that has given you a lot of joy. You might have even shared it with people at home. We also have the Emperor and the 6 of Wands. Total victory. Emperor sitting on a throne, dancing her dance. Yeah, I feel like this is your time. It's a new beginning. So much Aries and Cancer energy coming in to nourish this new beginning. There's definitely a lot of reference to happy home or a home returning, benefits returning, gifts returning. One more, Spirit, please. Pull from the Radiant Sun Oracle. If you love astrology, you would love this deck. It has all the planets and all the signs. It's really one of my favorite decks. I'm not seeing very much male energy here. Getting a lot, even the cat, I'm getting a lot of feminine magic, home, mother, baby, creativity, womb. Well, you know, all these things. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have fulfillment. More Sagittarius energy, you have Saturn and Sagittarius. Funny because that Sagittarius energy is echoing now, but now we have that masculine energy that I was talking about. And remember how I said that Virgo was really grounding you, even though it was kind of like a rain on your magic parade. I feel like Saturn is rewarding you for the Virgo element that you stuck to. I feel like there was something that was against your nature somehow, like maybe you have ADHD or something, you know, like you just really stuck with something longer than normal. I feel like this was on purpose. It's something that you really enjoy, but I'm hearing that you stuck with it, you carried it out, you're getting fulfillment from it. Yeah. It's been kind of a long time coming. I don't know how long you've been without this like nourishing mother home like energy, but it is returning. So I know that you've been a minute without it. You've been in this Virgo wishing energy with Pisces and Sagittarius, kind of like aspiring to get things back in order. But Virgo really taking her time, I feel like almost. Yeah, we've got more Aquarius energy with idealism. There could definitely be some kind of Aquarius in your chart. We have the Sun in Scorpio with endurance. Sun in Aquarius and Sun in Scorpio. Yeah. Definitely a mastery with the Scorpio. You had to tussle with something, like your heart and your mind had to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth about something. I feel like that's still kind of, there's some residue of that still kind of happening. But I feel like you're getting there. And this idealism, I feel like, is where the push and pull comes from. I feel like there is something in your mind's eye that you've had in your mind's eye that you've been manifesting. Like it fits that you would resonate with it because it is of your energy. It's something ideal. You might be an Aquarius because it's something really tough to do with giving it back for the people and for it to be either, you know, beautiful or functional or healing or something that really brings things into completion for everybody. So I can tell that you want things to be perfect. Like that's the Virgo, and you want things to be amazing. That's the Sagittarius, the ideal, you know, and Aquarius. I just feel like so much joy was kind of put in the back seat for a while, and you're finally going to be receiving the same enthusiasm that you feel for whatever this is. I feel like you're going to get it back. Like people are going to be excited if you're pregnant. People are going to be excited if you have this project coming up, something that is birthing, that is going to bring joy to more than just you. It's not just about your joy. It's actually about the collective joy that it brings. Yeah, I wasn't getting a lot of male energy. Maybe that's what you're nervous about. The victory card is also that energy of reciprocation. Sixes are all about that, you know, reciprocity, equal give and take. Maybe the male energy is not here because you have decided to be the forefront of this decision. But I do feel like it will affect someone else. There's so much about the home. I'm just wondering if it's all women, if there's any masculine energy happening in this new change for you. If you could be an Aries, you could be the masculine energy. If you are an Aries woman or have distinct Aries placements in your chart and you are a woman, then you will definitely be feeling the drive that most masculines would usually be there to represent. That would be your energy instead, which is beautiful. A lot of beautiful mothers out there doing it. Okay. Got the Two of Wands. Got the prospects. Okay, we have that back and forth again. Yeah, but something is solidifying, something is coming into play, into fruition, into focus. Something is coming into focus. Where there was two, there will be one. Where there was two, there will be three. Like something is either becoming more, becoming bigger, becoming more substantial, or things are becoming pure, things are becoming more simple and straightforward. I actually see both of those things happening. But yeah, at the end of the day, happy home, return of spirit. And it's all things that you have been manifesting and sensing on the horizon for probably a long time now. And that's something you've been wishing for, Aquarius. And I wish you all the completion and fruition of those things to come. I really appreciate you guys for coming in for another reading. If you liked, then just hit the subscribe and like button. And I will see you guys at the next reading. All right, pile number 3. If you chose this Tibetan turquoise, very rough, raw, and rugged, and this is going to be your reading. We also have the card of commitment. Commitment is not easy. Get a lot of Saturnian energy with this card. Also Libra. Getting a lot of Libra and Capricorn right off the bat. Also, the stone is not very refined. It's very raw. I feel like whatever kind of commitment you're about to make is going to be for better, for worse. To have, to hold. This could be a marriage. This could be a union. Coming into union with someone. This could also be a business or a project or committing to something that you've wanted your entire life. So with Saturn, I am getting this very much like it's destiny. Like you are destined to want this, to want to commit to it. You do have a choice. We always have a choice. And if this choice doesn't resonate with you, you can commit to something else. But you are definitely going to be engaging with something that will require your loyalty, commitment, hard work, dedication, whole 9 yards. But I feel like you want to do this. It's part of something that your soul has always wanted. So that could be some kind of business for someone, or it could be a union. Let's see. Righty. All right, commitment for our pile number 3. What does that look like for our pile number 3? I'm getting a vocal contact. So this has to do with another person. I feel like there is communication, direct communication. So when I see something raw or unrefined, I also get this this kind of energy of directness. Like we're not sugarcoating, we're not refining things. It's just, it is what it is. That's very interesting. So we have scrying, a black mirror, a pool of water, and a crystal ball are all ancient tools used for scrying and divination. We also have air, invoking air to be used when calling the elements during a circle, invoking the clarity of freshness of air. So with all the piles today, I was getting a lot of throat chakra energy, but we have had a lot of air also come through all the piles. So if you were drawn to any of the other piles, we do have a theme going of our throat chakra for today's readings. And I feel like taking more time by yourself, maybe you're not sure yet, maybe you are still weighing. I was getting Libra, the scales, so maybe you're still weighing your options about this commitment. Maybe you're not sure if it's even going to happen. You could be not sure about dedicating yourself to a specific person. So we'll see. We do have the moon at the bottom of the deck. Something hidden in plain sight. There is a new moon in Aquarius happening today, the 9th. And 2 weeks from now, we'll have a full moon in Virgo. So wherever that full moon lands in your chart, you might want to take a look at what is happening with Saturn in that aspect. By the way, if you ever need a chart reading, just go ahead and DM me. I have done a lot of chart readings. I don't do a lot at the moment, but I'm kind of opening up to doing them again. So if you are curious about your chart, I am very experienced and would love to help you kind of broaden your vision on your own chart, if that is something that you desire. Yeah, we're calling in something. So the pentagram is used to invoke all of our elements to create more power for ourselves, and the lodestone is magnifying that. It's a magnetic stone used to amplify any spell or attract good fortune. So I feel like you may have been calling this in for a while with Saturn. I'm getting just a lot of time by yourself kind of contemplating and figuring out different angles of this situation, whether it's with another person or it's a business dynamic or a project dynamic or something for school. I feel like you've been calling in some kind of something that you want to be permanently a part of or a part of for a very long time. It's something that is part of your life path, part of your karmic destiny. I know those are kind of trigger words for people sometimes, but I am getting Saturn, destiny, your path, your mission. It's purposeful. You're meant to have it. You can choose to take a different path. We always have a choice, but it is in destiny's will to at least give you this choice of this commitment. And it is coming in very strong, and I get that it's coming in at maybe a time when you're thinking about other things. That's an interesting message too. But I do get that it's getting very strong. It's getting a lot stronger. This I almost said proposal. This gesture or this offer, this connection, someone coming in and giving you information. So let's see. I'll pull some Oracle of the Radiant Sun. More astrological aspects in this deck. It's really awesome. If you like astrology, you would love this deck, the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. All right. What kind of commitment is coming in? Just getting it is what it is. It is what it is. All right. So we do have a little bit of detachment in Aquarius with Venus. Venus in Aquarius. That definitely resonates with what is happening. I just feel like this thing that you're going to be taking care of for a while coming into play, it's going to be part of, it's just part of your natural path. So there is this some kind of subconscious level of detachment. There is some kind of level of ease with Venus, but I'm not getting necessarily, like, you've been thinking about this for a long time. It's kind of it's planted in your subconscious. That's why you're manifesting it, maybe even subconsciously, and why you're maybe even sensing it as the energy is amplifying. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. We have Jupiter in Taurus with status. Man and a woman coming in to their own, it looks like, together. Wow. Yeah, so this has been after a lot of contemplating. Maybe there was a tower moment at some point where this almost happened, whatever this commitment was. It seems like it was naturally evolving. Maybe there was a time and a space where it paused development. There was lack of movement forward. This person that you is going to be inquiring for commitment, I feel like you were away from them. Saturn in Virgo, restriction in our routine daily life. So we could have been a distance away from this person for a minute. But I do get that you both have been sharing this. It's kind of Aquarian, like an ideal situation you guys have been trying to cultivate. But I am getting that you both have kind of realized that, like, it is what it is. You are who you are. And it looks like nothing has changed from either of your sides. There is still very much a want for this commitment, very much even still trying to manifest this commitment. I don't think you actually even need to do that because it's so naturally part of your path and part of what you're here for on some level. We have enthusiasm at the bottom of the deck, Sun in Sagittarius. I feel like this is your natural state. I feel like this is definitely like your natural element. You might be a Sagittarius. You might have your sun in the 9th house. Very cool. Today is the 9th of February. So I feel like this is going to either bring you a lot of back into yourself and back into your joy. This will bring you a lot of joy, happiness, enthusiasm. But it did come with having to take some time apart, I'm seeing. Okay. So you don't have to concentrate on it so hard. In fact, if you maybe even relax a little bit, I'm hearing, there was so much mental angst for a while. Like, you know, when people plan entire, lives together, they make all these plans and then something happens and all those plans are ruined. I kind of feel like something happened where everything in this commitment was questioned. Maybe we were really manifesting with this person. We were really in tune. We were really aligned. It looks like it's a part of your path to even be given this choice. So something happened and it looks like we had to question, we had to step away. There had to be a isolation period, hermit mode. All right. So that was necessary on some level. That was necessary to happen for whatever reason. I know it's really hard to sometimes take a step back and look at the bigger picture. That is a Sagittarius theme, is to always kind of be aware, no matter what's happening, of the larger circumstance. That's what wisdom is all about anyway. Sagittarius. Alrighty. So at the bottom of the deck, we have cash money. Second house is all about what we value. I feel like, and this is Saturn energy with this commitment here, so it's definitely something that is destined for you, that you personally value, that is something that you personally see great value in, whether it's an item or an idea or a person or a situation, circumstance. It's very valuable to you in some way, but I feel like whatever this commitment is about, it will bring in some kind of, I just heard a financial circumstance that is favorable. Yes, favorable was the word I was looking for. It will be favorable for your finances, whatever this commitment and this new status is going to be. Awesome. That is wonderful. I'm very happy for you. And it's part of your destiny. I told you. All right. So we have magic at play. We have favorable outcomes. And we have Libra. Look how in love. All right, so we have 1 and 9 making 10 here with Libra and the balance card. So I feel like something has come full round. I'm hearing you and this thing. Okay, so obviously you and this person or thing have a long way to go with Saturn. Not only has it been a while to manifest, I also am hearing that the commitment will take, it'll be part of your life forever probably, or a good chunk of it. So you guys definitely have more of the journey to embark on. I wanted to say this was like a full circle, but it's not necessarily that quite yet. I feel like it is full circle to this actually taking tangible hold in the 3D plane, and that will start a new adventure that you will be a part of for most of your life. We have more air energy with Libra, cardinal air. I feel like there will be some kind of communication after this isolation period and a reuniting, like I said, with an idea, circumstance, anything. It doesn't have to be a person, a proposal, an engagement. It actually can be just a reuniting, just a coming back together after a separation for a short period of time. A hiccup. I heard there was like a hiccup, and all these plans that seemed really great for both of you, all of a sudden we had to stop, question them. We had to analyze things. We had to step away. So we're coming back into that energy full circle, but this is definitely just the beginning of your journey. I will tell you that. Pile number 3. And we have the moon. There has been moons all over, not just this reading, but every reading has had either the moon or the sun really emphasized. And I really think springtime will really spring things forward for you, not just you, but most energies in general. But you will be a part of that leap forward. I feel like this is going to be happening during Pisces season. During Aries season, I feel like it will be coming into plans coming into fruition mode. And then I feel that by April, you'll even have your sights set on new plans with this commitment. I really feel like it'll be happening that fast. We have a lot of air here. We have the moon, and we have things with Saturn and Libra. Oh, I said Libra. That's funny. We have Saturn and Libra already in the works for a while now. So I feel like this is just a recap of how far you've come, what you are about to receive. The moon is a feminine energy about receiving, and if I'm not mistaken, she is just receiving AF right now. That is a woman in love, either with an idea or with life. All right. Yeah, this is a healing, and it's going to happen quick. Okay? Yes. This is good. This is good for your values. It's good for your heart. It's good for your Venus. Good for your bank account. Okay. It's all well and good. Maybe just a few more ideas, details, or just some insight and wisdom about how to manage this connection. I feel like you guys have a lot of things worked out. I feel whoever this person is, there's a lot of things already worked out that has taken time. So how do we handle this commitment once it shows up? Softly, softly, the tender touch. This is about healing for you and this individual, this person. Which is funny because if it is a business prospect or it is some kind of platonic situation, I feel like there was some kind of personal angle took place, and it made both of you question the whole thing. There's been already a lot of contemplation, and 20 is a number for Scorpio. There's already been a lot of reflection, isolation from this. All right, and restore and replenish. She is really hibernating here. I really feel like this was your energy in very recent times. I'm also hearing that it's okay to rest. So there's something about this, even though it's part of your destiny, you're kind of built for it, I'm hearing, and it's not necessarily something that wipes you out, but there's something about the entirety of it and maybe how far it has to go, or maybe there's things that will need worked out in the future that haven't even happened yet. I'm hearing that it's okay to take breaks, take naps, recharge, be away from everyone, to be in nature. I'm hearing that recharging, is actually really beneficial for the longevity of this. I don't feel like it's a conventional project or a very conventional person. Maybe that's why it's destined for you both, because it's something that maybe you both, only you guys could really do it and do it together and do it in this way. Maybe this is a very special kind of time and kind of like a project. It does have to do with Saturn. We could be dealing with solving cancer unconventionally. We don't know. There's so many things that could be at play with all this Libra energy, with relationships, Saturn, soul contracts, and just this other person keeps repeating, and the softness and healing and unconventional Aquarian detachment is repeating. So I know you want this. I know that it's meant for you. All right. We need a card from Cheryl Lee Harris's Return of Spirit Oracle deck. It's one of my favorite decks. Yeah, I am getting a lot about the throat. Being soft with your words. Being soft with, I don't know, maybe there was too much aggression, assertion. So when we do go into an agreement with someone, both of you have to have the same kind of set of ambition to work together. And maybe all that ambition got too hot. Because that happens. Maybe these things just got too hot for a minute. Maybe that's a trait that you're working on. I'm hearing just soft words. Words that you mean, words that are from the heart, that you truly would, you wouldn't regret tomorrow. Ooh, we have fearless. We have to be fearless in Aquarius. Have to be fearless in Aquarius. And Aquarian opposite is Leo. And we have the lion feline card. I feel like this person is just as fierce as you are. They're just as fearless. They're just as, like, you guys are two peas in a pod. You guys really are two of a kind. Two of a, that was interesting. Okay, so you guys are unique, two of a kind. And I had my serpentine rock that I hold on to sometimes. I had that fly out. So I was getting that kind of, it's very interesting. I was getting kind of more harsher words, like business tone. You know what I mean? Like, this person looks like a romantic interest and so many other aspects of this reading, but I am getting some kind of like agreement, negotiation that, you both were ambitious about, that kind of maybe got too hot, went too far. Maybe both egos. Leo is the ego. Maybe both of us here have a fierce identity that we are trying to mesh with another person, but you guys are definitely two of a kind, alike but different from everyone else, if that makes sense. So I can see why you would need to go specifically into a collaboration with this person, but there's definitely some kind of collaboration about to happen. It's requiring softness. It's requiring you to let go of more of your ego that serves you and focus more on the strength and power of the lion that goes into the pride of the lion, the community of the lions, and to have your lion king or lioness, your lion queen with you in that same balanced Libra energy, not too extreme. I get like a lot of Scorpio energy from this fearless card, and Scorpio is very extreme. Like wherever Scorpio is, it's extreme. So maybe like the ambition level, maybe softening our own ideas to serve this, because this is to serve a greater purpose. Even if you and I don't know what it is now, this is all meant for something with Saturn, and Saturn is a very no-nonsense planet. It's pure destiny, things that have to get done, that will get done, that systematically get done in order as they should. That's Saturn. No nonsense. So don't fret. You can't lose this, but don't stress, because that will really put angst on you and this person. You guys have already won by coming together. You guys have already won by committing. And the way to get through this whole commitment is really just keeping that ambition, yes, always, and that love for each other and this project always, but softness, being soft with one another, I'm hearing. So that makes sense. I mean, we have simplicity, like just keep it simple. Treat them like a best friend, even, like even if you have a business partner or a fiance, some kind of serious partner, you can still treat them like a best friend. You can still have simplicity and purity and innocence within that connection still. And that's what I'm hearing will really help the whole journey. Soft words when it's necessary. All right. Oh man, this card just won't say no. We have birth and renewal. A lot of the piles, I think pile number 2 also got rebirth. It is springtime, so that is energy in the air. I know that this is going to come out of nowhere. You kind of have to just live your day every day as if it's already here and it's already happened, because it's going to happen when you least expect it, and it's going to put you on that path that you want to be anyway. You want to be on that path anyway. Oops. So act as if and just wait for it to fly in. Yeah. Bones for casting, divination. This is more Saturn energy with the bones. Very old, prophetic energy, and, it also hints at magic and destiny, what's meant for us in our time. So much orange, a lot of sacral chakra energy, a lot of Leo here. I've got the throat chakra. I think you guys are just really connected mentally. I feel like there's a mental connection where you both have even maybe been keeping each other on point mentally. I feel like there's just like this cosmic connection between you two where you're very different but very similar. Like you're different from everyone else, but you guys hold a similarity that helps you both do whatever this is. But yeah, this detachment, I feel like that would be a huge, like especially Venus in Aquarius. Venus in Aquarius, like there's that care and that trust and just a peacefulness because there is a let go, a detachment. We have Dreamweaver, accessibility. I'm telling you guys are really connected on the spiritual, mental, emotional planes. Okay. We have rainbow energy here. And we have restoration, wanting to make itself known. Feathers and restoration. But yes, Dreamweaver, accessibility. Like, you guys are meant to do this. And whatever hiccup, whatever thing happened, to put it on pause briefly, you still have a choice, and Saturn will guide you through that choice, whatever choice you decide to make, because we always have a choice to say yes or no. But just know that this is something that is designed for you. It's kind of tailored for you in a way, and this person is kind of tailored for you in a way. So maybe step into that heart space a little bit more, step into that inner child of Leo, go into the soft space of just reflection, because I feel like it's been jagged and it's been raw and it's been kind of like it is what it is energy. I don't get a happy feeling when I say that. It is what it is. I kind of feel like a deflation, like a disappointment. It is what it is. So maybe you guys have been trying to get this going and get this on with it, and it's just been, it is what it is right now. But the softness that you both do possess and can emit will help this commitment thrive for as long as you both wish. Coming into union with something. I'm very excited for you guys. Uno más, one more card. I just want to see if we can get any characteristics about this person, place, or thing. Commitment, huh? Alrighty. Commitment. Signing the papers. Filing paperwork. Making it public. That's another thing about Saturn, is it's making it public. So maybe you guys, this business or idea or this relationship, maybe it hasn't been public yet. Maybe that's what you guys are waiting on. Ugh. This person wants to tell you how they feel. And like yesterday, they want to tell you how they feel about all of it. This isolation period has been something for them to digest for sure. I feel like this was definitely their energy for a minute. I feel you more here, and I feel this other person really almost thinking it was over. Almost thinking it was like tower, just like Pluto energy. I'm like, this person almost thought that this was a permanent loss. Okay. No guilt. You can always make a choice, but this person really wants this with you. And I think you really want this with them too. I think you both have been trying to align with it together and in the actual world. I think that's about to happen. All right. Congratulations. I wish you the best. Please remember to be soft with yourself. And yeah, we can take things as they are. It always is what it is. But, with time, love, and attention, we can really transform these things with our heart and be fearless and have that union that we've always wanted. All right, guys, thanks for coming. This was Swan Sequence Tarot. If you liked, please hit the like button, subscribe, and I will see you at the next one. Bye for now.